Libra, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome everybody. My name is Michelle, and this is a message for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, meta-conscious energy. So it is an energy reading, and if you're drawn to this reading, even if you're not a Libra or you don't know that you have significant Libra placements, that's okay. This message finds you because you call it to you, and it finds you at just the right moment. And this is where your message begins. What a beautiful energy for Libra, because dolphin spirit is about seeing both sides of the situation. So when this card comes out, it's usually a message to say that you really want to wear your diplomacy hat. Now, Libras, it's in you, it's in your bones to be diplomatic. So there's going to be a situation where it's going to be necessary, which could mean that it's a particularly triggering situation where even for you, it might be difficult for you to see both sides of the situation, you know? So, because we all have that. We all have those trigger points where you see your perspective, but you're not even willing to see the other person's perspective because maybe there's too much anger, there's too much pain. So at least now they're saying that God doesn't give you any kind of challenge that you can't meet. So this is also, I think, sort of kind of like God saying, I know you can do it. You know, it's like I'm only presenting you with this now because I know you're in the position now to be able to step back from the situation and be objective. And this is what's going to help you make the most out of the circumstances that you're going to experience this week, is to see things from both perspectives and weigh things evenly and fairly. Let's get into the circumstances, okay? So we start out with Dolphin Spirit. I'm going to divide the deck, Libra. So just remember, anything that falls out, I'm going to leave it where it lay because it's going to be part of the reading that way. If you need a personal reading, I do provide those. Please go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule at your leisure, whatever service works for you right now, and you will have your response within 24 hours. Yeah, I make sure to get you your messages very quickly. If you haven't yet, please remember to subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload all your favorite content, but also so that you know when I go live. I go live about once a week here, and I do free tarot card readings. So if you'd like to participate, it's always best to subscribe to the channel. You can also, if you want, become a member of the channel. I do a lot of live chats that are members only, and you'll have access to them if you become a channel member. Be sure to check the channel memberships because not all tiers of membership come with that option. Just an FYI. Okay. I'm going to cleanse the energy. For those of you watching as soon as I upload, remember there is a new moon that is about, September 2nd, September 3rd. And it's quite an interesting new moon. I'm going to put out a video about it on Astrology Motivation, my second YouTube channel. It's an opposition to Saturn. So there's a lot of interesting effects that happen because of that. We'll get into it. Libra. Okay, so turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay, for at least a month you've been dealing with this, but this is now this is moon energy. It's Piscean energy. It's a statement that says you've been able to sit with this emotionally to a place where it isn't triggering you anymore. You do have the capacity for that objective rationale, but also compassion. Because it's not just intellect. It's saying this is emotional. And it is also saying that it has to do with the moon cycle, but would be more full moon energy. So I would say to you, 30 days back, 60 days back, the summer was a hell of a time for moons because there was 2 full moons in Cancer season. That's a lot because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we had a lot of emotional stuff happening that could have triggered a lot, and a lot of emotional stuff could have happened then. So now that you've gotten enough perspective on this situation, you will be able to, when confronted, because it's almost confirmed that there's a confrontation that's happening. And I don't mean confrontation always like Aries, like, but a sense of, okay, now there's an openness in you and a wisdom about you to be able to talk about this from a place of compassion. Not only for the other person, because it's not about just agreeing, right? But from a place of compassion for yourself as well. And it's just a place of not pointing fingers or placing blame. I always say hold people accountable for their behavior. Hold yourself accountable for your behavior as well. You're going to get a different perspective that might change your mind and give you some insight onto, think of the moon, what had been hidden before. What didn't you know was going on? This is very important because there is information now that would shed some light in a dark place. Then we have be fearless and bold, talk about Aries energy, but there you go. Confirmation that there is going to be confrontation and that the universe says, well, confront this head on. Go straight at it. You don't have to attack it, but be brave about it. Also, the wisdom of knowing who you are. Enough to know that you're not going to lose ground in order to confront the situation. You know, it's not about, we talked about this. This is interesting because I remember there was a Libra reading where I specifically said, and it was about a month and a half ago, where I remember I pulled out a piece of it too. I don't know if I ever put it up here as a short, but it said, Libra, think about this. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And something about this reading kind of tells me that maybe a lot of you wanted to be right, or the other person wanted to, you know, like that was the energy then. It just wasn't mature enough to handle it in a way that you could have confronted, and maybe didn't even get confronted back then because, I don't know, the universe could always come in and save your life and say, okay, if you're in this mentality or this person is in this mentality, then we're not going to give it to you. You're not going to confront each other because then it's just going to make matters worse. Now there's a situation where you can confront this from a place of wisdom and compassion. Let's turn over this card. You know what? Spirit has a plan. So it really is all in divine timing, giving you this when you've had some time to reflect. We had a Mercury retrograde for three weeks. And it would be like a week and a half before you would have started to feel that. So it's like a lot of times you need to, eat your shit again in order to really see what the hell was going on in the situation. You needed the space. Let that heat cool down. I know we have Aries energy here, but It's kind of a cool confidence. So let's do this 7-day play-by-play because I want to get specifics. The Tower happened. What? Let's see day 7. How does this resolve? There's your Moon card. I'm telling you right now, the Moon card demonstrates an eclipse. Well, an eclipse where the moon is in front of the sun is a new moon. And that's the only time it happens, during a new moon. There's a Tower here. Why? What happened? What happened? What is the Tower? Well, it's definitely going to shock you. Something just crumbles and something is destroyed, or Knight of Pentacles, something that had taken a long time. It's almost like could be a job lost, or something that took a long time to reach you. So I think you're going to be shocked when it gets here. That's what it's saying. What is it? Oh, I understand. The Tower happened. Something already shocked you. And you've been kind of holding on to it, maybe carrying a torch for it or wondering like why did it happen? The Sun card and the Nine of Pentacles is here. You're going to be very, very happy about this situation finally coming around and giving credit where credit is due. Because something was destroyed. Think back. Think back. Let's see, day 1. How does this all unfold? We're going to just unfold the story in 7 steps, okay? We've already got the 7th step. Let's get day 1. This is a lover from the past or a friend from the past. Something that you've reminisced on and cared for and loved and was almost an idyllic situation. It's just given us the blatant answer that really disappointed you. So it was a disappointment in love, a disappointment in connection, a loss that you still look back to as a loss, as a hurt or a heartbreak. And I'm not here to say how long ago it was. You will know what this is because it will be profound. And it was a shock to you. Okay, so it's got to do with something with this person or this situation. Let's say that. What about day 2? Sometimes I don't even know what to name these readings because it's like there's so much information. Oh, an offer of love for a new start because now somebody's grown the fuck up when it comes to their feelings. Or this can also be following in faith and opening your heart. I did say that compassion is a part of this energy. So there is this sense of showing your heart. This is what I feel. This is what I care about. I want to start over. I want to begin again. There's this maybe new passion or new connection, right? Could be a brand new connection, but it's this situation from the past that has actually prepared you. I just got chills. Hold on. That prepared you for this beautiful offer that is from somebody who is certain and secure of their emotions now. They haven't showed you. And if this is a brand new person, a lot of times we always think making up with the past. No, it's the past was there to teach us, right? So that now if this brand new situation comes in, I just read this morning, and I know you've heard it because we've all heard it before. That sense, that statement that says, you're about to meet the reason why nothing else worked out. Something like that. So this could be it. And all of this could be that prep work. And now we're given this energy because we went through some shit not too long ago. And that was your last little leg of training to prepare you to be able to be grateful and identify. A lot of times the moon card comes out because it's about, it's hidden from us. And only in wisdom, that's why owl is a sign of wisdom, can we see in the dark. Can we see? This is, you finally have the eyes now to be able to see the beauty of what's in front of you. This time you get to hold it. What about day 3? Oh, there was some being left behind. There was something hurt, sad, rejection, certainly being dumped, being disposed of, feeling like you're trapped, like you've been taken advantage of, like you've been sideswiped or hoodwinked, like you've been robbed, right? And now it's on the other side of this, whereas I'm defending it, or I'm finding the high ground after this has happened, or because this has happened to me, I won't let it happen to anybody else, or I know how this feels, so I have this sort of moral stance about it, or finally being at a point where I can defend myself, being given the opportunity to understand why something happened. Being given the opportunity to defend yourself, but it's not necessarily defend yourself like fight. It's fight for what you believe in, right? Day 4, there's a lot of confusion here. First and foremost, the sense of being unsure, that veil, that distraction with regards to a connection. Somebody didn't know that something was as good as it was, right? It's almost like the hidden treasure. Because there's all this other shit superfluous. Somebody thought that they had options or choices that were so much better, but they weren't. There's only one home. There's that choice. There's all these choices floating around, but there's only one place where you really belong, and that's what comes into focus. Day 4, or step forward. I don't know if this could all happen to you in one day. Day 5. The devil. Damn. That is malefic, restrictive fear. That is the devil coming through is a real hard thing. Because it's almost like the devil will tempt you to tempt you. The devil will tempt you to restrict your happiness. The devil will tempt you to make sense out of not loving completely or opening your heart, or which would lead you to your full fulfillment. So there is a major temptation here on day 5, and I'm going to get you some more cards to complete that. Say, what is the devil? What is this circumstance that we run into in this step 5? What is it? 4 of Cups is saying that there's a choice, but somebody doesn't know that they want to take it. See, it's hiding itself as, oh, I'm just thinking about it. I'm being responsible. I need to take my time. I'm not sure. It's fear. Because you are fucking sure. Or whoever it is you're dealing with is fucking sure. And we have 3 of Cups. Friends. Better watch out with what these friends tell you. Now, your friends mean the best. They always do. Right? Surrounded by people you actually fucking like, but I'm not sure. Or it's somebody giving you accolades, somebody giving you compliments, right? But you're not sure, you're not certain. Somebody was afraid to be loved. Somebody was afraid to be celebrated. Somebody was afraid to be seen. So the temptation here is not believing I'm worth being celebrated, being loved, being cared about, people being enthusiastic about me. Or somebody was afraid. I'm not sure. I don't know. Can I trust this? Oh, I think I'm being logical. You're not being logical. You're being afraid. You're not letting yourself experience, or somebody's not letting themselves experience the joy of connectivity. There is fear here, right? Now, since it's not in reverse, I don't think it was friends getting in your way. I think it was that there was joy. Somebody, 3 of Cups is celebration, enthusiasm, right? And then 4 of Cups is, oh, but should I believe it? I don't know. Somebody's scared. They're worried about picking up that cup of love. With the Devil, oh, the fear doesn't just sound like fear. Fear sounds like, well, why does this person like me this much? Or it doesn't make much sense. Or I've heard all these other things about this person and I should, and it's very tricky. The Devil is tricky. It shows up a lot of times as logic. Watch it. Because it will logic you right out of your fucking happiness and keep you stuck in misery. The only way you get to love is through faith. And this makes you not have faith. Or it was making somebody else do it. That's what shut it down. Day, and that's what needs compassion. Day 6. The Death card. Death card is beautiful. It is beautiful. Because it will transcend all that happened before. And it will finish it. And it will purify it so that on the other side is now aspirations and belief and the ability to believe in something again and to be able to see the productivity. Maybe somebody was wishing for a reconnection with a mother figure, a wife figure, or they thought that they could aim, or no, I don't think it's like thought they could aim higher. They were either hoping for a reconciliation with somebody else that's now over, or they were hoping they needed this confrontation to just really tear everything down, collapse, make everything be finished so that they could sort of rise again and hope again and see the prosperity and the abundance again. Whoa! Can we get like I don't know, Jesus, Libra. I just saw 2, 2, 2, 2. Knight of Wands. It's finding your courage. And it's finding your passion and being certain of it. Finding your confidence. This could have something to do with a fire sign, sure. I gotta go to the extended, guys. Let's pull a moon card first, though. The extended link is down below in the description box. I also pin it to the top of the comments section. And then you can always come over to Vimeo. Just find me there. Born Without Boundaries on Vimeo. Be bold and make the first move. You have to be ready. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you there.